So with Christmas just around the corner, it's got me thinking about toys. So I've got a 5-year-old daughter, and she's not really been asking for any sort of toys, not so much, and it sort of got me thinking a little bit. So, first point I will make though is she is quite creative, so she likes her colouring and her drawing and things like that. So she wants more sort of arty stuff and sort of crafty stuff. But part of that is, and part of the reason I think that she doesn't ask for so many toys is that she just doesn't have the exposure to them like my generation and other generations had before, and I'll sort of explain that a little bit. So, she likes to, as with most children, she likes to watch just random stuff on YouTube, and we have premium, so we don't really see any adverts. So she doesn't really see a lot of sort of commercials or adverts for toys. She likes to watch CBeebies, which is a BBC Kids channel. So for those outside the UK, if anyone actually watches this, they don't have commercials either. So she doesn't really see TV commercials in the same way that a lot of us used to when we used to watch. When you only had like the hour slot on the BBC and ITV to watch kids shows in, and then there maybe scattered some adverts for toys around that sort of slot as well on ITV, Channel 4, etc. But yeah, obviously kids these days don't watch as much TV as they used to. They're more into the stuff on their phones. And obviously that's an opportunity for toy companies to really sort of try and exploit. You do see these channels, and I really don't like them, but I sort of get them, where you have families and then the kids are playing with all these different toys and stuff. You know exactly what sort of shit I'm on about if you have kids. They're awful, but it's probably one of the best ways for toy companies to get their toys out there to people. Now, I think toys that are centered around franchises like Disney, Marvel, etc., I think they'll always be okay because kids are always going to be into these movies, and they're going to want toys around them. There's obviously not as many toy shops these days as there used to be. The big box stores will have their own sort of cheap crap. That's mostly what kids are seeing these days. There's no Argos catalogues to really look through anymore. I haven't seen one for a long time. They're all sort of dwindling out. I mean, my generation, we used to just go through that Argos catalogue. If you're in the UK, you know exactly what I'm on about. And you pick your toys out through there, and it was fantastic. Like, that whole back section was brilliant. I mean, just to pass the time, we'd sit there and just look through it, even if we knew we weren't going to get any of it. So it's so different now. A lot of eyes are on TikTok, and maybe toy companies should probably focus on advertising their products through TikTok. I mean, they might do already. I don't know. I'm not the target audience. Maybe it's something I should research and look through, possibly. And maybe show some things to my daughter, because it's just actually hard trying to think of what to actually get her this Christmas. I don't want to spoil her, of course. But yeah, there's a couple, I'll get a couple more sort of gifts for her. Can't just get her a few felt tip pens and sketch pads and stuff, So yeah, it's an interesting one. The audience for everything really has shifted so much in the last sort of 20 years. I'll probably do a video about how it's affected the music industry, because it really has. And another reason why kids obviously don't want toys as much as they used to is that these bloody phones and devices and that, they take up more time. So their attention is focused more on devices than perhaps playing with their toys now. Even my 5-year-old, obviously she doesn't have a phone or anything like that, but she likes to just sit sometimes and just sort of scroll through YouTube shorts on my phone. I'll let her just do that for like 5-10 minutes at a time, and she loves it. It's not good, it's a slippery slope, but it's just the way the world is now, and we sort of have to accept it and sort of do the best for them. But yeah, I think perhaps there needs to be a bit more exposure to toys, get children away from their devices and show them that there's other things to do, and maybe there's, maybe I'm not doing that enough, maybe your children are fine. I think another reason as well is there's just less toy shops about now. I remember there being quite a few more when I was little. The town that I live in had quite a big one on the corner of our high street, which is just now a Costa Coffee. There's actually no toy shops in our little high street now, and in the town centre I'm not even sure there's Well, there's one that I know of. It's not a very large one, and that's about it. There's sort of obviously Toys R Us went out of business, and who knows, other shops might follow as well. It's a tough industry at the moment, and you wouldn't think it would be, but like I say, it's we'll blame the phones because kids' attention are being taken away and moved elsewhere. But I don't know. My daughter likes to do a lot of sort of role play stuff, sort of using her imagination. So I'm sort of trying to get her toys that she can use for that. She loves pretending to be a teacher, so I'm going to get her a art teacher Barbie that she can pretend that she's the teacher and stuff like that. She loves doing all that. So yeah, it's all just about trying to bring out the best in them and what they like the most through toys sometimes. But yeah, it's an interesting one. It just got me thinking. So I thought I'd just share this little video. So I'll see you in the next one.